what do you mean this Valorant match you really want to watch?
Yeah, at that time, I remember when you first started doing that, I always thought it was your friends, that maybe you'd been kicked out of a match, that your friends were still playing the match that you'd been kicked out of because you died or something, and you wanted to get back to watch your friends playing.
Yeah.
Then at first, when I realized that what we were actually doing was watching other people play, that kind of blew my mind. I didn't understand it at first. And I only understood it when you asked me the same question again. Is like, why do people watch football on TV?
Yeah.
And it's exactly the same thing. It was just very, very different. Yeah, very different concept. Now that once I got my head around it, I have no issue with it. But I'm pretty sure that a lot of parents of the world, even now, have a huge issue with watching their children watch somebody else playing. Or even watch somebody, what you very often do, you're watching somebody commentating on a game. Which is even weirder.
Well, the thing is okay. So let me give some context, right?
Yeah.
I normally, when I watch Valorant matches, I'll watch these other streamers, or the one that I mainly watch is he's called Mixwell. He's an ex-professional player that he used to play CS:GO and Valorant.
Yeah.
And he does watch these games, right? And the reason why I watch them is it's kind of like when you're watching football and there's a commentator, right? Or there's the commentators and then there's the analyst that analyzes the games and says why they do this and why they do that or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of the same thing. The games have their own commentators, because if not, then we would just be watching the game and it would be kind of a bit boring. But they have the commentators. And then this Mixwell, he adds the extra detail, and it's I find it very interesting.
Cool. Yeah. All right. So I think we owe people like me, or parents, people my age, a little bit of an explanation. A little bit going back to the beginning. We're talking about esports. We know that it's not limited to sports. It's not limited to football or rugby or baseball or racing or anything like that. In fact, a lot of it has to do with punching and kicking and killing, right? So you're talking about Valorant, you're talking about shooters, you're talking about Street Fighter and all that, right? I understand.
Well, that's the thing, is esports is most of the time, any single game that you can think of, every single game has an esports or a competitive side. So FIFA has it, the F1 games have it, the MotoGP games have it. There's even chess. Chess has it.
Chess.
Chess.
Okay.
And then of course there's the shooting games and the Street Fighter games and everything like that, like you said.
Right. And so I'm sorry, I'm asking you the questions all of a sudden. I don't know if you had any more questions.
Yeah, no, it's fine. Go ahead.
But I'm curious as to who organizes these, because you're saying that all these games clearly they're made by is it the developers that organize it, or is there like a world, like, is it like FIFA? Is there a world organization of esports games that organizes these tournaments? Because they're worldwide tournaments, right? They're not limited to. Okay, so explain that, how it goes.
Okay, so in general, nowadays, the own company sets up their own internal ecosystem, and they set up with they'll include the whole world, and generally they have their regions where they play against each other, and then there'll be tournaments or whatever.
And this is the developers themselves, right? So
yes, nowadays it's the developers, because they've seen that esports is a big thing and that it creates a lot of money. So EA and Riot Games and all these big companies, they set up their own ecosystems and their own leagues that they are directly involved with, and they say, okay, this is how it's going to work.
Okay, and then you have these leagues, and just like in any sports league, you have teams.
Yes, correct. Exactly.
And these are so you have I understand there's actually a Valorant tournament going on now, right?
Yeah.
Or something or other.
Yes, there are.
Okay, so something like that is organized within a country. Is it worldwide? And each country has their own chapters, and they all meet online, or how's it go? Or is it on one place?